Havaday, thank you for joining us in Nihita Bisita. Our topic tonight is a very unusual one. It's about something that we use to go up, something we use to go down. As a matter of fact, some people say it's something we use to go just round and round. We are, of course, talking about steps. We start with the legendary Spanish steps in Sumay that drop precipitously from the cliff line to the shoreline below. Only a few of the original steps remain. The others have yielded to the ravages of man and Mother Nature since they were built in the 1700s. The archaeological findings nearby attest to long habitation of the area by our ancestors, who most likely had to settle for stepping stones to reach the sea 30 meters below it to do their fishing. For the Spaniards, however, there's strong speculation that the steps were built for their water carriers. Those unlucky soldiers had to haul water from a well near the shoreline up the treacherous cliffs to the forts along the cliff line. The next set of steps that you see are called Japanese steps, after the Japanese prisoners of war who built them in 1946 during their incarceration at the naval station. Although these were built a half-century ago, they remain in exceptionally good condition. Judging from the masonry technique used, the POWs evidently took pride in what they were doing. In true soldierly fashion, they dedicated their work to their POW comrades in Rhoda. At the top of these steps, all 68 of them, is one of the finest places to visit, the Guam Museum. I suppose you could say that you go up to the Guam Museum in order to go back in history. We decided to call these Guamanian steps and continued our search for others. This one, called the People Mover, requires only 2 steps to take you a long way, horizontally. Step on and then step off. Similarly, this one also requires just 2 steps to take you a long way vertically. There are also steps that seem to go nowhere. These steps are for those who believe that when in danger or in doubt, run in circles, scream and shout. At Isagana, we decided to find out more about the American steps. They were built a few decades ago by the engineering Seabees in order to reach the top of the cliff line, and on top of the 177 steps that they built are a Christian church and the Christian Servicemen Center, which has been providing home away from home activities for service men and women for about 4 decades, all without fanfare. With regards to the steps from the church to the heavens, well, we could not readily find them. I understand that it's on a case-by-case basis, and I accept that. So far, we have seen steps that go down to bring something up, steps that go up to bring something down, and even steps that simply go round and round. Just about the time that we thought we ran out of special steps, we found a structure deep in the jungle from the 20s that has conspired with Mother Nature to bring us a special feature. Look closely and you'll see steps, beautifully aged and covered with moss, in pristine setting that is almost too beautiful to describe. For the coconut connoisseur, this is a special gift, a perfect gift for the backyard, a set of antique chamorro steps leading up to a bountiful coconut tree. And speaking of steps, next time you plan to go to the jungle, don't forget to ask the Tautomona. I forgot to do that in our last trip, and I lost a very precious camera and film for this show. Hunggan lai magahit, guafanaan, Tautomona, maling walay joko camera. Si Ben Blaso, sa Tribay.